Hello, true, and welcome to my Let's Play of Star Trek Online on the PS4. I'm the Big B82, and this is part 84 of my Romulan Republic Federation Aligned Tactical Officer. We're trying to take the first mission in the Temporal War, I think it's called, and probably the most annoying mission, but not annoying mission, not because of what it is, but because it's been broken for so long, and finally it has been fixed. I'm doing quotation marks. We hope it's been fixed. I haven't tested it, so this will be the first. We're also going to be flying this ship, which is the Talavra, which is a Tariel temporal destroyer. It is a 29th century temporal vessel, and for some reason the Romulans of the 29th century decided that they want to do away with the ability to use the singularity core and just ramp up using warp cores. No idea why. Bit annoying, but yeah, we'll live through with it. So I'm going to head off on a mission, and then we'll get this show on the road. That's yesterday's war, it's called, not Temporal War. Idiot. Yeah, we'll get a free ship out of this if it's working correctly. It doesn't look like Geordie's lines have been reinstated, so that's not a good sign. If it does get bugged where it does normally, then it is what it is, unfortunately. Anyway, so we're going to speed through this as quick as possible, skipping on the main dialogue. Admiral, Franklin Drake suggested I contact you to assist with a critical mission. We detected an anomaly in the Azure Nebula. Because of the Tholian activity in that area, we're concerned that they are maybe attempting to open a rift to the mirror universe. I need a ship that can go out there and check it out. So let's accept. You won't get the yesterday's Enterprise uniform anymore, that's not there, but we will get a free ship, the support cruiser, the Ambassador class. Accept. Let's begin. Temporal Ambassador. It's a bit frustrating, all this stuff going on. Oh. Captain, Starfleet Command reports that the space-time anomaly has been seen in the area of space with the Tholian activity in the region, where they wanted us to check it out and see what we can learn. I have the sensor, sir, locking on coordinates now. Hello there. Hello, Joel. Welcome to the stream. Well, I'm hoping this mission works. Or this will be the very short stream. We're going to speed run this, really. I don't like skipping dialogue, but if the mission's busted, then I don't want to linger too long. That was odd. I'm no longer detecting anything in front of us, and I'm picking up a similar or possibly the same anomaly at a new location. I've updated the coordinates on the map. Yeah, hopefully this mission isn't bugged. I'm really hoping they have fixed it, but there are two missions that are currently knackered at the moment, and that's everything involving the Alachi, which is not good. Right, scan the anomaly. I do like this mission. Freighter RRW Talavra requesting permission to dock at Tholian base. Basically, I'm just going to speed through this. I'm going to give you the gist of what's happened. Basically, the Federation and the Federation.
Work hard. Increase production.
Federation and the Klingons are at war with each other, and basically they fought with each other until the near brings distinct, and then the Dominion turned up and swept both sides, and the Tholians just picked up the pieces. I think Franklin Drake will cover that basically.
Do you have a question?
Tell me about yourself.
My name is Franklin Drake. I was born on a little colony world on the edge of Cardassian space. After the Federation fell to the Klingons, a lot of people moved out of the war zones to try to make new lives. It worked. For a while. When the Bajorans discovered that wormhole and the Dominion invaded, no world, no matter how remote, was safe. I signed on to help fight the Dominion, for all the good that did. The Dominion swallowed the Bajorans whole, and then joined up with the Breen and the Cardassians to destroy the Klingons and the Romulans. After that, it was just a matter of carving up the Alpha Quadrant.
Yeah, it's okay on the PS4. You know, just bear in mind it is a cut down version of the PC version. The PC version is free as well, but it's free. They do free tier 6 ships. I mean, next week the anniversary event's going to be starting, and then you get a free ship from that, which is the Tamir class Raider. So it's the anniversary, summer and winter events. They give you free tier 6 ships. It's not bad.
The Tholians got this piece of space in exchange for signing a non-aggression pact with the Dominion. It wasn't hard to see that the only way to survive was to sign on. Now I'm like you. I work for the Tholians, and in exchange I get a cot, a couple of replicated meals, and the chance to live for one more day. With a little luck, I'll get through tomorrow, too.
Yeah, so basically the Federation fell to the Klingons. The Klingons, in their hour of celebrating, went yay, and then the Bajorans stumbled across their wormhole, and the Dominion went hello, and basically ransacked the entire galaxy.
Do you need anything else?
I'm back with the tech site shipment.
Thank you, Captain. The Tholian Assembly appreciates your loyalty. So many ship captains threw away their lives needlessly in the days after they annexed this area of space. It'll take a few hours to offload your cargo. Feel free to grab a hot meal in the commissary. I know that comforts can be hard to come by in this sector. I recommend the plomeek soup. It almost tastes like something.
Thank you.
Do you need anything else?
Yeah, the Romulan Federation line. There is, if you do it now, there is a bug with the mission, one of the missions to take you to a space station. So I would suggest skipping it. It is, where is it? Is it? It's here in the fiction. That one. Yeah, Devil's Choice is currently bugged, as is What's Left Behind is currently bugged as well. If you do it, you'll be stuck. And also busted at the moment is this. Pause about morality at 1. As soon as you go down to the planet's surface, you'll be stuck. So there, it's just bear in mind you just have to skip those, otherwise you're going to be speaking with support to get your character back and get them moved. So our crew are littered all over the place. That's the tan over there. I'm not going to talk to these, we're just going to try and get this one, because this was one of the missions that was bugged. So let's get our milk.
We must work together to find the path to progress.
I haven't seen you around here before, Captain.
The Janeway class. They just announced that. Yeah, it's from Discovery Season 3. One that flies around with no with the I think it's got its nacelles aren't attached. All weird design, but I guess the 32nd century they like their weird design, so I ain't flying a 29th century ship. Richard Castillo, who is...
Got a minute to talk?
Tell me about yourself.
Call me Castillo. Not a lot to tell, I guess. I'm Lieutenant J.G. Richard Castillo, Helm Officer of the USS Enterprise C, an unwilling time traveler. I'm normally the Helm Officer, but I'm Senior Officer now that Captain Garrett and the rest of the senior staff are gone. I've got to do what the Captain would want. Get us back to where we belong, and finish what we set out to do. I know this is hard to accept, but we're not supposed to be here.
I'm new here.
I know. I asked around about you, and I don't know if I'm supposed to be telling you this, but I need your help. You're not supposed to be here. None of us are. Not in this timeline, I mean. My ship, my crew, we were supposed to do something important. We went through an anomaly. Moved through time, and everything changed. We tried to go back. I guess the battle with the Klingons disrupted the anomaly. Instead of getting back where we belong, we ended up here with the Tholians running everything. I'd never even seen a Tholian before. You have to help us set things right. You have to help us get back to our ship.
What are you talking about? Who is us?
Me and my crew. There are a little over 100 of us here, scattered throughout the work camp. We're about 65 years ahead of where we should be, according to my math. We were fighting the Romulans. This was back in 2344. And the weapons discharges caused a temporal rift. We passed through, and because we weren't at Narendra to do what we were supposed to do, the timeline changed. We ended up in a timeline where the Federation and the Klingon Empire were at war. The Federation was losing, badly. We tried to go back to set things right, but then the Klingons found us in the Enterprise-D. There's someone here with us from that timeline. Her name is Tasha. I'll take you to her. Maybe she can help explain this.
Concept of time travel. Yeah, well, yeah, there's a lot of time travel on this game. I've got my Discovery era science officer, which is a concurrent series with this. They are pulled from 2256, and my completed TOS era characters pulled from 2270. They time travel. Yeah, there's a lot of time travel on this game. This entire arc we're going to be doing now, the Yesterday's War, is all time travel based. It's basically a successor to the Marconian War. This man over here is Neelan. He is a Alorian.
This place isn't what it's supposed to be.
He's basically playing the part of Guinan. Can you tell me about yourself?
My name is Neelan. I'm an Alorian. Some people would call me a wanderer. I go from place to place, listening to the universe, to the people, and then I look at you and this place, and I can't explain it, but it's wrong. All of it. You're not supposed to be here. None of us are. Something's not right. I can't see it clearly. I just know that something is wrong. that woman over there. Does she have a daughter? Someone named Sela. I know that's important, but there are a lot of other things. I'm sorry, it's difficult to put into words. What I can tell you is that if someone asks for your help, give it. Something's not...
So let's focus still back and use Tasha. This is going to be a bit awkward because she looks much like Sela. I wonder if our Romulan character is going to notice that she's Sela.
We need your help.
Well, we don't need to ask about Tasha Yar. It's Tasha Yar, and if you watched yesterday's Enterprise, you know who she is. He's a former tactical officer of the USS Enterprise D during the Federation Klingon War, and the Federation getting their asses kicked. Clearly, what's happened here is they got their asses kicked. So, what's going on here?
I'm from Starfleet, and if I'm right, that's a name that should ring bells with you as well. In an alternate timeline from this one, the correct one, Starfleet is still alive and well, and you're a Starfleet officer too.
Well, I'm not.
When the Enterprise C moved ahead in time, it created an alternate timeline. One in which I was alive, but shouldn't have been. I left with the Enterprise to set things right.
I'm actually a Romulan Republic officer. Fought against your mother. Well, your daughter, sorry.
We thought we were returning to the Narendra system in 2344 to defend the Klingon colony there from a Romulan attack. We ended up in this nebula in 2409. The Tholians caught us before we could try again, and you can guess the rest. We're going to try to restore the timeline, but to do so, we need the Enterprise C. It's still in the hangar here, and as soon as we get back to her, we'll find the temporal rift and get back to where and when we're supposed to be. To do that, we need your help.
She sounds remarkably like Sela. Count me in. What do you need me to do?
Franklin Drake is already helping us. He managed to get an access key used to operate the systems in the hangar control room. We need you to get the code from Drake and use it to open the doors to the hangar control room. I'd go myself, but we've already been here a week. The Tholians know we're trying to get back to the ship. They're watching us. And you're new. They won't suspect you're involved. That's the idea, at least.
I've been a Star Trek fan since the 80s. First film I ever went to go and see in the cinema here in the UK was Star Trek 5. Star Trek 5, The Final Frontier. Then I went to go and see Star Trek 6, and then of course the Next Generation was released in 1989 on the BBC.
Of course, it's not as simple as getting the code and opening the door. The Tholians have guards on all critical areas. You'll need to slip past the guards and get into the maintenance tunnels. From there, it's a winding maze to the hangar control room, which can only be unlocked from the inside. Once you get in, you'll be able to open the doors. We'll be waiting there to help you free the Enterprise.
I'll do that. What's next?
Here, take this communicator. It's on a scrambled frequency the Tholians don't monitor, and it'll allow me to contact you while you're on the move. Maybe you can convince someone to cause a distraction. That might make slipping past the guards into the tunnels easier.
Thanks. Yep, my favourite series, of course, is Deep Space Nine. I can just relate more with the characters from Deep Space Nine. A lot of people say it's Next Generation, it's their favourite, but I like Captain Sisko and Odo and Quark's relationship. Antagonistic relationship is funny during some episodes.
Do you have a question?
Yaron Castillo said you had a key for me.
Take it. Here's a map too. You'll need it in the tunnels. I still don't know why I'm risking my neck for this. Don't expect any more help from me. The Federation fell before I was born. I shouldn't even care, but There's something about Yar and Castillo. I know they believe they can make a difference. Makes me want to believe.
Thank you. I'll take the risks now.
Do you need anything else?
Yeah, so, yeah, I like this. I didn't really get on with Voyager. I guess it was good in concept, but some of the characters they just got on my nerves. I didn't like, I just didn't like them. Only Paris really was the only person I could get on with on that show. Tuvok was just basically a no offense to Tim Russ, but he basically was just a Spock clone. Right, so we need to convince someone to help us out. We're not going to get help from Slamic. He's going to tell us to go stick it up in our ear. There's Morn over there. Garrick won't help us. So the person who's on us, because we are a Romulan, the person we're going to convince is Obasek.
I will be free.
Can I get you to create a diversion for us? We need to reach the control room.
Very well. I can sense you speak the truth. You honestly believe you can make a difference. I will do my best to assist you.
Garrick won't help us, Ferric won't help us because there's no profit in it. Bravat will only help us if we're a Klingon. Tanae won't help us.
I fear nothing.
And for Kerry, Sean will only help us if we're a Federation officer, for which we're not.
Darkness. Look upon me in despair. I see your fear.
Right. And the maintenance tunnels. Yeah, I do like Star Trek. I'm more of a Star Trek fan than I am a Star Wars fan. I like both of them.
Well done. Those maintenance tunnels are a maze. They make navigating the Jeffries tubes on the Enterprise look easy. I recommend using the map to keep track of where you've been, what doors lead away from which room, and where you are currently.
Okay, so before we head around, there's certain things we need to do.
We've hit a snag. There are Tholians in the control room. When they're in there, they pump in a Tholian-friendly atmosphere and raise the temperature. It will kill us if we try to enter. You'll need to replace the methane-based atmosphere with something we can breathe and lower the ambient temperature in the control room before we can continue as planned.
Why would the Tholians put a system in place that could create a hostile environment for them? Well, the Tholians are a xenophobic, elitist race, so they probably don't think anyone would be able to escape.
The Tholians are very precise. They want to learn everything they can about the ships they're capturing. All rooms connected to the hangars have their atmospheres exchanged to prevent damage to the systems they're dismantling for study. Also, sometimes they force humanoids to do the work for them, so they'll pump in something we can handle.
Makes sense. Right, so we'll examine the corpse. This will give us the achievement. He's dead, Jim. He's dead, Jim. Who's Jim? And there's two other things we need to do in here. It's the wisest tribble. Who's around here somewhere? Here is the wisest tribble. Well, I'm British. I have to like Doctor Who, although I currently have fallen out with the current Doctor. Elder Tribble, please share your wisdom. The Tribble coos and for a moment and then rolls gently towards you, looking for food. You realise you're talking to a Tribble. Maybe you've been in these access tunnels too long, or maybe it's the gas fumes. Don't get me wrong, I've got nothing against Jodie Whittaker, but the writing on the current series is just terrible. I'm pretty sure she had a good script behind her. She would probably do quite well. But, yeah, it's one of those things, I guess. Let's lower the ambient temperature, which won't be too good for the Tholians. In fact, it will kill them. Yay, we just murdered some Tholians. Now we need to go which way? This way? Yeah, this crate. Temporal treasure hunter. And that should be it. And this should be the way out. Nope, got the wrong way. This is the way out. Because everyone has a favourite Doctor, and mine is of course Tom Baker, the 4th Doctor. Fortunately, when I grew up, I had Peter Davison, he was the 6th. He was the 5th. He was the 5th winning. Sylvester McCoy. And Colin Baker.
We don't have much time.
Yeah. So it was Peter Davison, Colin Baker, and Sylvester McCoy. 5th, 6th, and 7th Doctors. Right, Tasha.
We don't have much time. I know a few tricks to take that tractor beam system offline. I'm also fairly confident that with we don't have much time.
She can do the tractor beam.
I am here to assist. My first posting in Starfleet was to an ambassador class. I am here to assist.
She can restore the ship's powers.
We need to work together. I was the helm officer on the Enterprise before everything went to hell. But I'm really handy with... We need to work together.
Right, and I'll do the weapon.
Overriding security protocols.
Well, mine technically was Colin Baker and Sylvester McCoy. My favourite, of course, was if it was like after Tom was Sylvester McCoy, and Ace, his companion.
I'm changing the targeting subroutines for the tractor beams.
Colin Baker kind of suffered the same thing as Jodie Whittaker's gone through. He had terrible scripts. He was taken off air for 2 years, I think. And then they did the
tractor beam is disabled.
And they did the dirty on him and with his regeneration sequence by not even inviting him back for it. That's how much they really didn't like him. Poor bastard. Alright. The moment of truth. Will we be able to get onto the Enterprise C? Or will this all be in vain? Let's find out. Next.
I thought you deactivated all the security protocols.
I didn't see the television movie though. That was one thing I didn't get to see.
Do you want me to do that for you? I know a few things about Force.
Can. Have to try and track that down actually, the movie.
Having trouble? You do know that we could have Tholians swarming us any minute, right?
Yeah, no, we can have Tholians in a minute, but I'm more concerned about the map transfer error that could hit us at the end of this corridor.
I thought we took care of everything. Starfleet Protocol 547C clearly states...
I don't think the Tholians have heard of Protocol 547C.
Okay. Fingers crossed. Please don't map transfer error. Are we on board the Enterprise C? We are, thank God for that. The Enterprise C, the Ambassador class. Awesome ship. Didn't really get to see much of the Ambassador class. Alright, we're going to need that. That's a quick power there, do we?
Captain, I'm detecting Tholian mesh weavers headed for our position.
Well, you're a tactical officer, you do something about it.
Tholian orbiters are in intercept. Tholian recluses moving into weapons range. Recommending basic action. Tholian tarantula on sensor.
Ah.
A ship just appeared out of nowhere and destroyed that Tholian tarantula. I've never seen a ship of that configuration before. Or what?
We took a hit. Looks like we could use some help.
The only time you get to fly an Enterprise. USS Bastak.
The way is clear, and the temporal anomaly has been stabilized. Head for the anomaly, Enterprise.
I stream both at 8 and 9 o'clock UK time. Star Trek is Monday, Tuesday, Saturday and Sunday. And then I do Elite Dangerous Thursday and Friday. Who are you? How do you know where we need to be?
That's my job. The details aren't important. Restoring the timeline is. Get moving. The Tholians are already starting to regroup.
Thanks for your help. We're setting course now. USS Bastak, it's a Verne class temporal science vessel. Right, fly through the anomaly. Where am I? What am I doing here?
I'm sure you've realized by now, you're part of a very different timeline. This one is an aberration that we are here to correct. It would be irresponsible of us to let you go back in time with the Enterprise C, and compromise that timeline as well.
I'll become Romulan. What are you going to do with me then?
We'll send you back to your time. There are still some very important events in the 25th century that you need to be a part of.
So how do I get back?
As soon as the Enterprise C returns to its correct place in history, the timeline should right itself.
Right, scan for the anomaly. That's strange, so I thought I had something on sensors, but it's gone. Everything is quiet, no Tholians or any other ships within range, and the anomaly Starfleet Command wanted us to investigate isn't even here. We can depart the system on your orders. Of course I'm going to have to fix everything because all my traits are now taken off because I was flying a different ship. But yeah, all my skills I've got to sort that out. So how Starfleet Command, which is not really my job, but well, how?
There wasn't anything there. That's strange.
Right. Yesterday's Enterprise uniform, we don't get that. But we do get a free ship, which we're going to use. You're currently in a maximum number of ships, so I'm going to have to discharge a ship to get a free ship. So get an ambassador class, so it's going to be no use to us. Can't say no to a free ship. My traits have taken off. It's quite annoying when it happens, but sort it all out. I'll sort it all out before the next stream. So thank you very much for watching. I am the Big B82. Please subscribe, comments are welcome, and I appreciate any thumbs up as well. And I will see you actually. Should we do the once and future? Right? No, we'll do that next part because that's a one-off mission and you can't repeat it. So we'll do that in the next part. So as I was saying, please subscribe, comments, and thumb up. I will see you in part 85 when we do the mission, the once and future agent, and the mission, the core of the matter, where we go back in time to the 22nd century and visit Golden Claw. I hope I don't bump into any of my ancestors. Anyway, until then, thank you very much. John on True. Ciao for now.